Hi, my name is Sarah Covington-Cobb, and I coordinate the Centering Pregnancy model of group prenatal care here at the OBGYN Center. Thank you for coming to see us today. We're glad to be part of your pregnancy and your health care. Your prenatal care provider is going to talk to you about Centering Pregnancy, which is group prenatal care. Research has shown improved health outcomes and increased patient satisfaction in centering groups. But you don't have to listen to me. I brought two friends who are experienced with centering to tell you all about their experiences.
Hi, my name is Jessica, and I had my centering baby Noah in 2013.
My name is Katrina, and I had my centering baby Adriel February 12, 2015.
So, Jessica, tell us how centering pregnancy works.
Well, your provider will place you in a group of 8 to 12 women who have due dates in the same month as you. You'll have all 10 prenatal care appointments scheduled in advance. You can choose the time of day or day of the week you wish to have your prenatal care sessions. For example, Friday mornings or Thursday afternoons. All of your appointments will be during that time period. I did my groups on Tuesday mornings at 8 o'clock. You will have prenatal care appointments every 4 weeks for 3 months and then every 2 weeks for 3 more months until you've had all 10 sessions and you're ready to have your baby.
Sessions are 2 hours each, and during that time you receive all your prenatal care. You get your physical checkups, lab tests, and other treatment you would receive in a traditional exam room.
Except you don't have to sit in an exam room. You get a nice comfortable room like this one for your visits.
And it's within the same provider and the same group of women every time. So you get to know each other and feel more comfortable here, even if it seems weird at first.
And Katrina, tell us how a visit with a Centering Pregnancy group works.
When you come to your first group visit, you will be given a book. It has a lot of good information and is used to keep track of your vital signs at each session. So you come right in the door, which is your own private entrance. You never have to go to the waiting room. Then you would check your own weight and blood pressure and write it in your book.
After you do that, just relax in a circle and have some snacks and chat with your friends in the group until a nurse practitioner calls you over to the mat. You will take your book to her and she'll record your weight and blood pressure in the chart. Then she listens to the baby's heartbeat and measures your belly. If you have a personal concern, she'll talk to you about it over there. It's a pretty private area. Or you can ask to see her in private after the group if you'd prefer.
That part's over pretty quickly, and then the group circles up. During this time, we talk about anything we need to. We ask questions, voice our concerns, and give information and advice from our friends in the group. The nurse practitioner is there the whole time to lead the discussion and give medical advice if she needs to. It's very low-key and comfortable. You can talk about anything you want to. There's no judgment here, but it is fun.
So what kind of things did you talk about in your groups?
We talked about discomforts like our aching backs and nausea. We talked a lot about labor and delivery and what would happen in the hospital, and it was really nice to hear those things so that I was prepared.
We talked about everything. It was nice because there was no topic off limits. Whatever was affecting us in our pregnancy, we could talk about it. Pregnancy is not just about your blood pressure and lab results. It's about everything that you're going through in those months.
Toward the end of your pregnancy, we'll talk about baby care and parenting and how to calm a crying baby and how to get through the first several weeks of motherhood, all kinds of helpful stuff like that. What else would you like to share about centering?
You can bring someone if you like, the baby's father, a family member, or just a friend.
That's right, or it's perfectly fine to come by yourself. You'll make friends and feel comfortable.
But you can't bring kids to the group.
True, we want this to be your time for yourself, not chasing around kids' time. But no worries, we have childcare during groups for kids up to age 6. Just don't forget to call us and let us know that they're coming.
The group sessions last 2 hours, which sounds like a long time, but it goes by fast. None of that time is wasted sitting and waiting or exam rooms being bored.
And in that time, you get everything done, your labs, your exams, lots of time to talk about your questions and concerns with your provider. In traditional prenatal care, you get about 2 hours with your provider during your entire second and third trimester, but in centering, you get more than 20. So there's plenty of time to ask all your questions and get really good answers, not only from your provider, but from other women too.
The people who work here really get to know you. You don't feel like a number to them or just the next patient that they have to see. It's more personal. It's weird like that. You're in a group, but it's more personal.
That's what we hear most from women when they complete their evaluation of centering pregnancy. They tell us that they like centering because they didn't feel alone.
It's nice to know that other women are going through some of the same things you are. It can really help. Not only that they're having back pains too, but that they're struggling with their relationships and they're worried about what kind of mom they're going to be, and a lot of other life stuff.
But don't just take our word for it about centering. We talked to lots of patients and got their opinions and thoughts about the group. Here's what they had to say. So this is Jerika and Kavy. Did I say both of those right? Okay, so and you did centering before she was born in September 2014. So why did you choose to do centering?
Because I heard lots of great things. My sister had done it before, so she met a lot of great friends.
Oh, cool. And what did you think about it?
I just like everything about it, really.
Okay, so this is Sharon and Layla and Elliot. And Elliot was a centering baby. Sharon, what would you tell a new patient at the OBGYN center who's not sure if they want to do centering or not?
I wasn't sure either. I was scared, but not really scared. I didn't want to go, and I didn't realize it is the doctor's appointment. And you do your own weight check, blood pressure check, and heart rate check. And I felt more involved in my pregnancy this time than I did last time.
So this is April, and April, you've done centering twice with 2 babies. So why did you come back the second time?
Well, it was a really, really good experience, and I'm breastfeeding, and he's 8 months. I never breastfed that long, and you guys motivated me. And plus
Thanks.
To be around, you're welcome. And plus to be around all the other pregnant moms, and we get to talk, and plus snacks, foods, drinks.
Tell us why you decided to come to centering.
It was suggested, and it was a lot better than going to appointments.
And Jarrell, you came to a lot of centering groups. Were there lots of other partners there?
Yeah, I came to almost every one of them, and yeah, there were other dads there, and it also made me feel comfortable because not only are the moms experiencing what they're going through, the dads get to tell what they're experiencing also.
And you guys talked a lot in the groups, right?
Oh yeah, and I mean a lot of people that came I still talk to, so it's like growing up, like, hey, how's your kid? Okay, is your child doing this? And it's making me feel better. Okay, my baby's not weird. She's growing how she needs to be.
I heard from somebody the other day that they said they couldn't believe that men would talk in groups like women talk in groups in centering. But you're saying that's not true. The guys had a lot to say as well.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad there were other guys there.
So what would you say to somebody who is not sure about coming to centering for their first time?
I don't know. Drill would answer that better.
I would recommend it. I would highly recommend it. It's very helpful. I mean, informative, and especially for your first child, and being in a class with people who've had more than one, and just knowing, okay, this is what is going on. This is what I'm seeing that's going on with her. Is that normal? Mm-hmm. And moms or even dads, yeah, that's normal, and you should expect so and so, and it calmed me down a lot.
This is Tyquisha and Carson's a centering baby born
December 9th, 2014.
Great. And so, Tyquisha, tell us why you chose centering for your prenatal care.
Centering really helped me when it came down to the breastfeeding, which I enjoyed, and to help me more and to learn more about how to take care of my child.
Yeah. So, what was your favorite thing about the group?
Basically just getting to know everyone, the staff, and just learning about everybody and the different things they've been through as far as them being pregnant.
All right, so this is Layla and Kendra. Layla's a centering baby, and she was born, when was she born?
August 3rd, 2014.
Great, and you did centering with your pregnancy?
Yes.
Are you glad you did it?
Yes.
Tell us why.
It was awesome. It made the stress low. I mean, it was awesome to sit around with people and have questions that were like.
What was the funniest question you got in centering?
One of the guys asked, is it okay to have sex while she's pregnant? And everybody laughed. That was the funniest one.
But you talked about it, right? It's not like
we talked about it.
Okay, and what did you decide?
It's okay.
All right, so here we have an older centering baby. This is Keegan. And how old is Keegan?
He's 3.
And you remember doing centering with him when you were pregnant?
Yes.
So tell us why you chose to do centering.
Because it was a lot easier than waiting. And all the snacks. And then we got to hang out with all the other mommies.
So this is Heather and Isaac. Isaac is a centering baby from?
June 26th.
2014?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's almost a year old. Very cute. And tell me why you decided to do centering with your pregnancy.
It was something I've never done before. First time being pregnant, had no idea what I was doing, figured I could learn some things.
And did you?
Yes, a lot.
What was your favorite thing about what went on during the sessions?
Getting to meet new people, being with a bunch of other pregnant ladies, that way I didn't feel so alone.
This is Brandy and Xander's a centering baby from?
Here, Greenville. Okay, he was born November 16th, 2014.
Great, and tell me why you decided to do centering with him.
My sister-in-law done it with her 3-year-old, and she seemed to enjoy it, so I figured why not give it a go.
And what was it like giving it a go? Was it kind of weird at the beginning?
Actually, no, they made it very comfortable. It was very inviting. The atmosphere was very friendly. I loved it.
So, and would you recommend it to somebody who's pregnant right now?
I've recommended it to several people.
So this is Bree. Bree, when is your baby due?
August 16th.
All right, so you have about 2 more months. Yes. Yeah. So you've been doing centering so far with your pregnancy, and how do you like it?
I like it a lot because, like Tori said, you don't have to sit in the front and wait for your doctor. You get to meet new people. You learn a lot of extra stuff that really helps you, especially being a first-time mom.
Great. So what would you say to somebody who's not sure if they want to do it or not?
Well, I wasn't sure at first, and I was skeptical about it, but then once I started it, I turned out to appreciate it and appreciate the people that do it, so I would recommend it to everybody.
So why are we doing this? Why do we want to give prenatal care in centering groups? There's lots of reasons.
First of all, it's more fun. We laugh a lot, we enjoy ourselves, we eat snacks. You don't really get to do that sitting alone in a cold exam room.
And the providers have more fun too. They enjoy getting to know you and spending more time helping you have a healthy pregnancy.
And it's better for you and your baby. Women who attend centering groups have healthier pregnancies and babies. Lots of scientific studies have shown that centering babies are less likely to be premature, and centering moms are more prepared for labor and delivery and parenting.
That's what it's really all about for us. You having those healthy outcomes, healthy moms and healthy babies. That's why we do what we do. The fun just happens to be another benefit. Or the cause, who knows? But often moms tell us that they won't participate in centering for various reasons. I'd like to talk about that a little bit. Jessica, what would you say to a person that says they don't want to do centering because they don't think they'll like the group? Maybe they're a private person or they don't think they're a group person.
I tell them to try it. You don't have to talk in the group. It's really informal, and we're not going to talk about your personal business in front of the group at all. Honestly, if you don't think you're a group person, it's worth trying, and it keeps you from sitting in the waiting room and wasting your time there.
And you can go back to individual appointments if you like. It's no big deal.
So Katrina, what would you say to somebody who says they can't do centering because they work or they go to school?
I'll say that centering actually works better for your schedule because you have all your appointments scheduled in advance. You know exactly when you need to be here and when you'll leave. Doing the waiting room thing, you never know when you're going to get out of here. On your first day of centering, you will get a list of your appointment dates and time. That way you can give the schedule to your boss so that they can work around you. And because centering is your prenatal care, you get a work or school excuse for it.
What would you say to someone who thinks they don't need centering? They've already had a baby and they already know everything about it, or they think they don't need the support?
Well, centering is not just learning about pregnancy and labor. It's about getting better prenatal care. This isn't a class, it's prenatal care. It's about having the healthiest outcomes that you can, and centering does that better than individual care, even for second-time moms.
And I'll tell you that I hear over and over again from first-time moms that they love having experienced moms in the group. They learn a lot from your experiences, so we need you there. What if a patient doesn't have transportation to centering groups?
There's a Medicaid van which will bring you for free. You just have to call them 3 days in advance.
True. Any other reasons you can think of for people not attending centering?
I think it's the nervousness of coming to that first group because it's so different and you don't know if you're going to like the other people in the group.
Okay, so what would you say to them?
That there are nice people like the nurses and Sarah here to help you figure out how it works and make you feel comfortable. You get used to it if you would just give it a try.
If you have any other questions, you can talk to your provider about it. And if you like your provider today, you can get into one of their centering groups. Again, thank you for coming to see us, and we hope to see you soon in a centering group.